On Thursday, September 13th at noon, family and friends said goodbye to Botham Shem John. Funeral services were held. Um, if you have been following this, Botham Shem John was killed inside his apartment by a Dallas police officer, Amber Geiger, who at first claims that she had mistaken his apartment for her own. Um, the story has new developments, but let's take time to reflect on Botham Shem John. Botham Shem John was born and grew up in St. Lucia. He attended Harding University in Arkansas, where he became a student leader. Um, at the time of his death, he was working as an analyst for PricewaterhouseCoopers accounting firm in Dallas, Texas, one of the top four accounting firms in the country. Now, imagine a person had all that going for them, and then all of a sudden, boom, he's dead. Gone forever. He wasn't a criminal. He wasn't in the process of a criminal act. He wasn't a quote unquote thug. He wasn't a gangster. He was an analyst at an accounting firm. Just chilling for the evening. Or studying up to become better. Who knows what he was doing? But he was inside of his apartment, not bothering anyone. Since the last video I did on this, Amber, the Dallas police officer, story, she keeps adding details to the story. Like, she entered the apartment, the door was slightly ajar. She gave Mr. John orders, and he didn't comply, so she felt the need to use lethal force against him, firing twice, hitting him in the chest, where he later died from that injury. Amber, the Dallas police officer, has been charged with manslaughter by the Texas Rangers. There has been very little motion on the Dallas Police Department's end until recently, where they obtained several search warrants for Mr. John's apartment. Esley Merritt, up there in the picture with Mr. John's family, is waiting on the search warrants for Miss Geiger's apartment. You know, I'm interested in that too. But there are very interesting finds in Mr. John's apartment due to these search warrants. Yeah, Mr. Search Warrants, these are the findings. This is verifiable information. Two fired cartridge casings, which, yes, two shots were fired. One striking Mr. Jean, killing him. One laptop computer, which is on the record, is damaged. We don't know if it happened during the incident. Here's an interesting one. One black backpack with police equipment and paperwork. Wow, what would he be doing doing with that? An analyst for an accounting firm. One insulated lunchbox. Oh, here's another one. One black ballistic vest with police markings. Now, what would he be doing with that too? There are many theories out there saying that Mr. John and Amber, the Dallas police officer, might have been somewhat involved. Esley Merritt, the attorney pictured with the family up there, thinks that Miss Geiger's connection to Mr. John was that there was noise complaints. There were noise complaints. Her apartment is right below his, but Dallas PD says is consistent with what she's saying about her mistaken for the wrong apartment. Which I don't see how anyone is drawing that conclusion, just to be perfectly honest. Now, again, verifiable information. Esley Merritt has stated that he said two witnesses reported hearing a ruckus. And I quote, both heard a knock or pounding. They heard pounding followed by a female voice saying, "Open up, let me in," not a command by an officer. He explained. Then he said they heard gunshots, followed by a male voice saying, "Oh my God, why did you do that?" Now you can read the blue writing also in the screenshot. NRA spokesperson says Botham John should have been a licensed gun owner. Outcome might be different. Oh my God, whatever that means. But the important thing in this thing is that there are two witnesses who completely contradict the story of Amber, the Dallas police officer who killed Botham Shem John. Quite frankly, common sense contradicts Amber, the Dallas police officer story. But I will again agree with something else that Esley Merritt, the attorney that is pictured here with Botham Shem John's family, on one thing that he said, the investigation by the Dallas Police Department is nothing but an investigation to criminalize Botham Shem John. I didn't even want to give mention to this, but yes, they did find marijuana in his apartment. And what I will say to that, and this is the sentiment of many who has followed this story, I don't give a fuck if he smoked the little weed or not. Who the fuck cares? I don't, and others don't either. The question on everyone's mind is, why is he dead? Why is he dead? Why did Amber, the police officer, kill him? As far as I'm concerned, the Dallas Police Department, who have offered no transparency in this situation, wants you to believe that Amber, the Dallas police officer, had no choice but to kill this young man. And that right there is bull. Here is a possibility. The case may be taken to a grand jury where they can ask for a much bigger charge. We need murder on this one. This is murder. She needs to be charged with murder. And she needs to be punished just like anyone else who murdered someone. It is also insulting how the Dallas Police Department is handling this as well. It is sad. Okay, all right. This is the part of the video where I'm going to play Let's Make a Deal with Some of You. Of course, we're going to have various social media personalities, YouTubers, Instagrammers, who are going to spin this like Botham Shem John should be thrown away because he messed with white girls, or the fact that little marijuana was found in his apartment. I'm just going to say this. If you're within my reach, I will come for you. I will make a video basically to slam your stupid ass. I will watch several of your videos just to see who you are, and then I will dissect you. You know why? Because there's no fucking way I feel like at this moment that should be happening. That's all the shit talking I'm going to do for now. By all means, we need justice for Botham Shem John. We need a murder charge on this little bitch. And by little bitch, I mean Amber, the Dallas police officer, who shot and killed Botham Shem John in his apartment last Thursday, September the 6th. And this demonization of his character will not stand. All right, for those who watch me, I will give you updates as they come. And you guys have a good weekend. All right.